Out of Green Bay, protesters blocked intersections and a bridge protesting a video released by the Green Bay Police Department. The video in question, called "Hands Up, Don't Shoot," shows an officer giving the public instructions on how to defuse a tense situation with police.
Put your hands on top of your head. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Put your hands on top of your head.
So in this scenario, this young man had nothing to do with the situation at hand, but found himself in a scary encounter surrounded by police cars. And he did everything right. He remembered, hands up, don't shoot, got his hands in the air, and showed those police officers that he was not a threat to them, so that they could approach, make contact with him, and sort out the truth of what was going on.
This video is part of the Green Bay Police Department series called Behind the Badge, and it was posted to social media. Green Bay Police say that video is meant to help educate the public about some of their policies and procedures. Green Bay Police Lieutenant Chad Ramos talked with Local 5's Rhonda Fox.
Green Bay Police Department just released some public service videos called Back in the Badge, where one of them say, "Hands up, won't shoot," making a basic mockery of the Ferguson chant, "Hands up, don't shoot."
But the Green Bay Police Department says that video is meant to inform residents and protect lives.
Many activist groups in recent years have coined a fantastic term, hands up, don't shoot.
So when you watch that video, and from my perspective, it really is to educate people in terms of, should you find yourself at the wrong place at the wrong time, what the expectation from law enforcement would be.
The Green Bay Police Department hopes people will use this video to better understand police procedures.
The scenario being given in that video was a weapon, dangerous type call that the officers were coming into. Person meets the vague description, wrong place at the wrong time, but here's how you can help us help you get out of that situation as soon as possible and back to your life, and by showing your hands, keeping them in the air so that we can see that there is or isn't anything in them.
Police say the hands up command is given during exigent situations, and not following that command could put lives at risk.
If a law enforcement officer asks to see your hands, there's a concern about either information given ahead of time that there might be a weapon involved. And by you showing your hands to law enforcement, that helps to reassure them that there is nothing in your hands and that there isn't a weapon involved, and that it really keeps everybody safe. The idea behind it was to give some education, some understanding of why police do what they do, certainly not to demean, not to discredit any other movements. We just want to keep everybody safe.
In Green Bay, Rhonda Fox, Local 5 News.
Thank you, Rhonda. Police say if residents with questions about their procedures can voice their concerns on August 27th, the Green Bay Police Department will host an online community advisory roundtable. Keeping it local.